Setting aside the thoughts about her body, Claire went to get into the shower. Compared to both her own home and the place she lived in inside the fort, Claire found the shower inside the guild to be far superior. Looking at the screen, there were several buttons to press for various functions. The ones she used often were the water for the main and streams, temperature adjustment, and music station. Pressing the first button, water came showering down from the ceiling as though it was a comforting summer rain. Then, she pressed the number of streams she wanted. From the sides of the upper portion of the shower, small waterfalls of water poured out. Making sure that the temperature of the water was correct, Claire then pressed the button for music to begin playing from the station she enjoyed. Ethereal instrument and the voice of a beautiful woman played. Feeling the warmed water and light mist of steam from the heat, Claire smiled as she stepped in. The moment the water struck her smooth, white, supple legs, it felt as though she were being massaged. Moving her body into the shower, the feeling of the shower slowly wrapping her body made Claire enjoy taking a shower in the rented room. For the first couple of minutes, she enjoyed the warm water. Claire slowly turned while moving her hands around the upper parts of her body. As her hands moved across the skin, it felt smoother than usual due to the water. She used her hands to make sure every part of her was properly prepped before using any soap. Claire's hands gently caressed her breasts, on top and then under the womanly mounds. Lifting them up to gain access to the region beneath them, she thought about how much weight they had. Stepping out of the direct flow of the streams of water, Claire pressed the button. Out of the wall of the shower, a long rough cloth was dispensed. It was already covered in soap and ready to use. Folding it, Claire rubbed down her arms first. The abrasive surface was enjoyable. It felt as if it were removing all the dirt and grime on her body. Using a hand to move her semi-long brunette hair so it rested in front of one of her shoulders, Claire wiped down her neck. Tilting her head back and forth, the cloth cleaned the area. Unfolding the cloth, her hands grabbed both ends of it. She then proceeded to use the cloth to clean her back, first starting at the top and slowly making her way down. The process ended as Claire used the cloth on her full and rounded rear end. Then, she proceeded to fold the cloth back and run the material down each of her legs, first around her round thighs and then to the calves. Her feet were soon tackled as she worked her way between the toes, making sure it was all clean. Hanging the cloth, she stepped into the streams of water to let the clean and warm liquid wash away the soap. Once she removed the suds, she used a hand to wash an area that always made her blush due to how sensitive it was. Turning her body to make it easier, she used one of the fountains and her hand to spend a little extra time on the delicate area. She could already feel her face begin to redden as she cleaned herself. It was at these moments that his face came to mind, which made her face feel as though it were hot. She thought about that day in front of school as she lay her head on his shoulders. Even if the things he talked about that day sounded foreign and strange, Claire just enjoyed listening to his voice. She imagined him on the football field, dominating the opposing team, making her breathing quicken as she washed herself. Han. Claire breathed out his name. A rush of emotions ran throughout her body as an image of him kissing her flooded her thoughts.